What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Strangers Minds. I'm Fernando, and this is Strangers Reaction. And today we're going to react to Haunted 5. 5 scary ghost videos that demand a brave viewer. Yes. If you guys don't know, I am a paranormal investigator in real life, and I am reacting to paranormal call on tape videos. So I'm not gullible. I have a investigating mindset, and I always try to debunk everything I come across, whether in real life or in person. So if you guys see me at any point saying I like this video, it is because I find it intriguing and it is possibly a real paranormal call on tape. So with that being said, let's get the 5 scary videos that demand a brave viewer.
A family has been experiencing mysterious activity ever since they moved into their new home. They were not briefed on any of the prior history and were unaware if the land or property was haunted. They have experienced similar activity in their previous residence, which makes them think that the entity may be attached to them rather than the land. They recently welcomed their new child into their family, and ever since their birth, the strange activity has only increased. The father claims that he has seen shadow figures out of the corner of his eye, along with the infamous Hat Man. One afternoon, the father walked out of his bedroom and towards the bathroom, and he sensed that he was being followed by someone or something. When he went and reviewed the security camera footage, he was stunned by what he captured. As the video begins, we can see the man walking out of the room and down the hallway. He eventually turns left into the bathroom and out of sight. Moments later, we can see a dark shadow figure appear out of the bedroom and follow the same path down the hallway.
Jesus Christ.
The strange figure is clearly wearing a hat, which is rather odd. Many people in the original comments section are convinced he captured the infamous Hat Man, while the skeptics are certain CGI was used.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you know what? I am going to go as far as to say that I don't think the guy is in it. The guy, stretching, the father, walking to the bathroom. I think somebody got this clip from somewhere and edited it to make it seem like that. It was just too clear. And it didn't even look like it was part of the way how the camera looks. Like a lot of the captures in the paranormal field, they go with real paranormal con tape. They go with even the grittiness of the camera. If it's a good high quality camera, you catch that good quality piece of evidence. But sometimes with a lot of HD, 4K and all these stuff, with cameras, it does leave the footage vulnerable to being edited. That's just my thing. I don't really particularly like to use. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to use some old stuff and make these gritty videos. If you guys follow me on TikTok and even YouTube on Strangers Mindz, Stranger's Journey, it's my time out in the field. So I use my cell phone camera. I don't get paid by YouTube. I don't, this is all just a hobby, and there's no money in it right now, but I enjoy every second of it using my camera phone, and that's what you guys see, what I use on my camera phone. So without any further ado, let's continue.
A few weeks ago in Iran, a youth boys' soccer game was being played when something strange took place. Everything was rather ordinary until someone pointed up in the sky and looked puzzled. Before this event, there were rumors going around a few weeks prior that strange lights were spotted up in the sky, but no one seemed to believe them. This encounter would be much different, and thankfully was captured on camera.
Did you see how one of them just kind of...
the lights in the sky were so bright that it even stopped the boys' soccer game. Everyone in attendance couldn't help but stare up in the sky in amazement as the bright lights hovered in the sky just above. One of the parents grabbed their phone and started to record.
Could this possibly be, you know, one of those old traditions? Although I have seen it in more of the Asian culture, that they use like these, I don't know, it looks like you put a candle or a fire inside this ball looking thing and it'll just float up. This could possibly be that. Although there is one, I want to say this one over here, that kind of looked like it just, did it look like it exploded? Let's see. And then it just disappeared. Yeah, you see?
As the video begins, we can see most of the people on the field staring up at the night sky. We can see 7 large orbs at various heights making their way up. It's difficult to tell exactly what the objects are, but due to the fascination everyone has, it's clear that this is not something typical. While many people in the original comment section are convinced they captured extraterrestrial crafts, the skeptics are certain they are simply lanterns.
There you go. Lanterns. That's the word I was looking for. I just couldn't get it. But yeah, it definitely looks like, you know, like that tradition. And yeah, people are going to find it extremely freaking, holy crap, what is that? If they're not part of the group doing it, right? Like, it's just going to look like balls just raising all the way up. So, but yeah, let's continue.
Late one evening in Massachusetts, a woman received a notification on her phone that motion was detected in her backyard. This type of notification is quite common since the camera often records small animals on her property. However, on this night when she went to check her phone, she was surprised at what she saw. Since she just woke up, she couldn't tell if her eyes were playing tricks on her. In the footage, there was a familiar rabbit nearby, but what caught her attention was a strange orb flying around. She wasn't sure exactly what it was, but she knew it wasn't a bug, or at least not one that she has ever seen before. She decided to post the footage to Reddit to see if she could possibly get some answers.
That's the rabbit. We're looking at the orb flying around. You know what, you guys? It is interesting.
As the video begins, we can see a rabbit moving to the middle of the frame, along with a bright orb moving erratically. One of the more peculiar aspects of the video is that the orb has a light on the ground directly beneath it. The orb eventually makes its way over the rabbit, which causes the animal to move in the opposite direction. While many people in the original comment section are convinced it's a mysterious UFO, many of the skeptics are certain it was simply a laser pointer.
What the hell is wrong with people? Everything is a UFO. The fuck? A firefly is a UFO. I'm not saying that this is a firefly, but you know what? The reason why I said it was interesting is because of the movement. If it was something attached to the camera, because you know sometimes even a spider web on a security camera could give some sort of effect like this. But it kind of it kind of looked like it was going far and coming back. It was illuminating light on the floor, which At first the thought was that somebody was using one of those flashlights when you put it into like a beam, and that was my first thought. But that wouldn't necessarily give an effect from the floor, because it did look like there was a light illuminated from the floor right under it also. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. And the fact that it went, the the light casted on the floor, when it went close to the rabbit, the rabbit did move. I would see the rabbit moving if it was the actual, like, let's say if it was a flashlight and the flashlight hit the rabbit, it would definitely move, but not that little illuminating. It was an interesting video. If you guys think you guys know what was causing this, please leave that information in the comment section, because I would like to definitely hear your opinion also. But please, please, no UFO. That was not a goddamn UFO.
Late one evening, a few friends were hanging out when one of them noticed something terrifying. One of the friends was acting funny because she had a few drinks, so the other one decided to record her silly actions. The friend that lives in the house often experiences strange activity, but never thought much of it. She'd often hear disembodied voices and would see objects moved from their original position. Several of her friends are too scared to stay over at her place once they heard about her scary experiences. On this particular night, they were having fun and dancing when one of the friends noticed something out of the corner of her eye. The mood in the room completely shifts from lighthearted fun to pure terror.
You're fucked. What? What? What are you doing? Did you not hear that? No. Are you sure?
As the video begins, we can see her friend dancing and laughing in the middle of the room. The two girls seem to be having a wonderful time until something spooks the friend. It may have been difficult to see, but the mirror on her closet door begins to move without any explanation. The friend hears the moving mirror and gets scared since she had no idea what was making the noise behind her. She recorded a video the next day to prove that the mirror wasn't moved by her friend jumping up and down. Paranormal or not, the footage is definitely creepy.
I mean, I'm not gonna bash on the girls having a good time, but there could have been somebody in the closet. Not necessarily. I wasn't thinking that her stepping on the floor and jumping and bouncing. You know what? Yeah. She, she did seem like a heavy set girl, so it could have rattled a little the closet, depending on the on how well it is put up, right? But no, I wasn't thinking about that, and I do not recall what I said about this video, except that the dog did go to the closet, and I think there was somebody in the closet, and all of this was a little orchestrated. That's just my opinion, you guys. I could be wrong, but let's continue.
Just this week, a family has been experiencing mysterious activity in their home. It all started when they went out to dinner, and once they returned home, they noticed something bizarre. All along the house, there was an infestation of flies. The strange thing was that none of the flies seemed interested in the open trash can. Unsure what to make of the event, the family simply got ready for bed and called it a night. They have a son who often wakes up and watches TV in the family room. While he was watching TV, he eventually fell asleep, which was quite common, but something would soon wake him up. When he glanced over in the hallway, he noticed a terrifying figure that would forever haunt him. This is what the security camera captured. seconds, we can see the child on the couch resting.
Did you guys see it? It appeared just as fast as it left. And it looks like something standing, but the way it left, I didn't like it. I didn't like how it left. Oh man. I mean, again, this is all my opinion and stuff, but I think this video was doctored at one point. And yeah. That's the feel I got, because let's see it.
Resting peacefully. In the upper left-hand corner, we can see a translucent humanoid figure standing in the hallway. The figure appears to be staring at the child and not moving at all. Eventually, the child wakes up and looks directly at the figure, which makes him immediately leave the room. Soon after, the figure vanishes without a trace. Did the family capture authentic paranormal activity, or is there a more reasonable explanation?
Goddamn. That's a creepy ass face, ain't it? I mean, yeah, we all know it's fake, but damn. Anyway, yeah. I just think I think this video was doctored, and there was actually nothing there, and the kid just got up and went to his room. It didn't seem like he got up and ran, or it didn't even seem like he screamed at all. So he just got up and went to his room. That's what I think. But you know, the way it was just stationary, the way it went in, and the way it left, it was just, you know, it didn't feel authentic at all. But, you know, that's why I do what I do, and that is why I love seeing these videos, because, you know, with my experience, I could call the BS from far. And I'm, you know, how I said earlier, and in most of the videos, I'm not gullible. I'm not going to watch a piece of light and be like, yo, it's a UFO, right? Like, that is wild in my brain. That is crazy. But regardless of what, Haunted 5, right up there with all the other content creators that I follow and react to. So if you guys are enjoying this, I'm going to put their information, Haunted 5 information, in the description section. And if you're enjoying yourself, please do what you do when you like a channel. Hit that like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next. Peace.